Hello everyone! Hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new series on the channel we're calling the Best and Worst series. Essentially, we're going to be covering a new corner of animation with this. It is those damn TV series. You know the likes, those sort of under-budgeted DreamWorks TV shows, a Pixar spin-off production on Disney+. In general, just opening up to the world of far more animation in the long form that is episodic TV shows. Now obviously, I don't have the full time to consume an entire series and review them piece by piece. So instead, what we're going to be doing is a little bit of a format change, similar to some of our inspirations, where in the past, some people have just done reactions to episode 1, 2, and 3. I've seen some people do the beginning, the middle, and the end, or something of that variety, but we're going to be looking at the very best episode and the very worst in one fell swoop. And the very first target we have today is one of the DreamWorks TV series of How to Train Your Dragon, Dragon's Race to the Edge. And as you can come to expect, I am unfamiliar with this show, but I do have some notes from production. Now, the How to Train Your Dragons TV shows has quite a bit of history, and there's quite a handful to consume. For example, the one we're actually discussing here started back in 2012 and ran till 2018 via 6 seasons. And while I called it Race to the Edge, that's actually just the name of seasons 3 to 8, as this show actually goes by 2 other titles: Dragons Defenders of Berk for season 2, and Dragons Riders of Berk in season 1. And we're specifically only going to be doing season 1 today. The idea is we're going to do the best and worst episode of one season, and if there's demand to do a show even more, we'll then do season 2 and 3 and 4 and onwards. That way I think it's at least a palatable experience in case you are unfamiliar with this show as much as I am, whilst also meaning we can sink our teeth into a show if there's demand to really get into it. There are a couple of other series as well with slightly notable changes in demographics, such as DreamWorks Dragons Rescue Riders going from 2019 to 2022, as well as DreamWorks Dragons The Nine Realms going from 2021 to 2023, somehow 8 seasons in that short amount of time. As for the description, we have: unlock the secrets of the Dragon Eye and come face to face with more dragons than anyone has ever imagined as Hiccup, Toothless, and the Dragon Riders soar to the edge of adventure. Oh, okay. You know, I for some reason didn't even think Hiccup was showing up in this show, I'll be honest. According to our production notes, this is kind of the fan favorite TV series of the bunch, and really helps add some depth around the time of the second movie, that the third movie, of course, completely swipes over. Although we should be aware of the fact that because of the episodic nature of this show, some of the best episodes are going to look slightly worse without the context, and some of the worser episodes are going to look... well, that's all part of the fun. So starting off, we're going to go with Season 1, Episode 11, the highest rated episode of Season 1, Have Dragon Will Travel, Part 2. Have Dragon Will Travel? Have Dragon? What? It has a 7.9 out of 10 on IMDb, not as high as I heard the finale is, 9.2 out of 10 for Season 6, but we'll get there eventually. Let's get into Episode 11, just diving right in. Skip the intro, no thanks. I want to get as much out of context as we possibly can get. Huh, it doesn't look that bad. You know what, I see why this might be the fan favorite. It's obviously a little bit less budgeted and high production than the movie, but it's more than palatable. Alright, thank you. Have Dragon Will Travel. I still don't get the grammar of that. Oh, this is gonna be lovely. We're gonna know none of the characters.
Toothless, we have to save her.
Glad you could join us, brother. It wouldn't feel like a...
Please tell me that's a phrase. This is gonna be great. Out of context, it's a good episode, so I'm not gonna bash on it too hard. We're gonna try and take a little bit more of an analytical lens on this and see why this works and why the next episode doesn't. But have we just revealed that Hiccup has a secret brother? I doubt. Surely they wouldn't do that, would they? That's like a season 12 kind of plotline.
family reunion without you. Now, take out that Night Fury!
I love the frickin' high-pitched screech of that guy. That guy got some power behind his voice.
Blast the chains, Toothless, now! Dragon-proof chains?
Wow.
You didn't think I'd make it that easy for you.
Who are you? I don't know.
If we can't blast the chains...
I don't mean to be critical. It is only the TV show, but couldn't the dragon just go down? I guess in the water's even worse to be chained up. Yeah, no, I guess that doesn't make any sense.
Come to
Well.
Dagger.
Ah, yes, the dragon will easily fit inside this tiny little netting bag.
Nice shooting, bud. Excuse me, what good
good are dragon-proof chains without dragon-proof winches.
I'm learning the parts of a ship. It's a winch.
You can't take on Dagger and his fleet all by yourself.
I'm not by myself. I have wind shear.
Windshear is a freaking cool dragon. Are they wearing armor or are they just armored? I can't tell.
And are you willing to sacrifice wind shear too?
Yeah, Windshear's cool. I've only met them for about 5 seconds, but they're already one of my favorite dragons.
Heather, there will be another time.
Heather and Hiccup? That does sound a little close to be siblings. I doubt it. They're not siblings. I refuse to believe it. So it's like, you know, TV show levels of emotion, but it's interesting that they're actually, you know, an emotional scene in my TV show. It's high rated.
Blasting the winches. Pretty smart.
Ish.
And a little luck never hurts either.
Also, I think that's the original voice actor Hiccup.
He told me Dagger wiped out your village.
It sounds spot on.
Seems like I'm destined to be alone. I get separated from my birth family.
Your birth family.
They are actually siblings, aren't they? They're going to reveal that they're actually siblings. And this is the highest rated? People love this? Adapt this in the live action, please.
I don't remember much. It was so long ago. Just a few pictures in my mind.
A big, muffly man, and a surprisingly suave mother, and a big crybaby, and a little cock, an annoying little twerp. I'm glad he's gone out of my life. I can't imagine living with that guy anymore.
I remember my father's hands.
Big burly guy!
They were rough like sandstone. He gave me this horn. I don't know if it's supposed to mean something, but...
Me neither. I don't know if I'm supposed to recognize what that horn is, but we're running with it.
I just wish I knew who he was.
Okay, right. Let's see the homebody again now. That was a nice little scene with the animals.
Look, I'm sorry I locked up your dragons.
Trust does need to be earned with people and dragons.
Thanks for understanding, fish legs.
I don't really trust these guys either, Heather.
It's interesting to see like a, not exactly a knockoff, because this is, you know, it's the same degree of a knockoff from the main movie. These feel almost like the live action actors to me. It's like the same degree of kind of knocking off, but official, that it's like, whoa, I feel like I'm legitimately just watching an extended version of the live action remake. That's weird.
You're one of us.
And I made room for you in my hut.
And I made it clear to Snotlout that you're not staying in his hut.
Wait a minute. Why do we like you again?
I'm truly sorry, Tough Nut.
That was sincere. I'm feeling a little bit flush and overwhelmed. A little help here?
That's great. Oh my god, the writing's like spot on. Some of the execution could be a bit better. Sure, it is a 7.9 out of 10, not a 9.2 or anything. But like, for just shoving in a new TV series original, I'm getting on board, and I'm getting a lot of exposition to understand the context of what else has happened in this series. I like it.
Hey, glad you're back. Your dragon rocks.
Let's go have some girl time.
I also really liked the a very subtle thing, but like the bloom in the background of that shot was like just like nice and appealing. A good way of making sort of a lower budget expand. This show looks decent.
2 axes are better than 1. Unless you have one of these.
What is it? There's too much motion blur.
I prefer close combat to throwing. But don't discount.
She was the one that actually managed to put a cut in the tree. The last one, there was no texture to that slice. But don't look at the trees in the background of this shot too much anyway.
I like that. It's one of Hiccup's favorite tactics. You two were a thing, right?
No, just friends.
Where are we in the timeline?
Bullseye.
You know, it's easy to hit a bullseye when the blade is like 50% the size of the target. That definitely helps along the way.
I like a little smart. Like fish legs.
Seriously?
What else do you do for fun around here?
This is like a nice classic episode, like a new character's just going around interacting with everyone. It's just a little bit of a, I don't know, just a nice introduction, extended scenes with all the characters that seem pretty on point. Like they're written accurately, yeah. Simple and nice.
Keep up!
It's just like a good fanfic so far is what it is, really. I was gonna say, this is horrifying. These characters have gotten way too comfortable with heights.
Wanna go 2 out of 3?
Also, that would have been crazy painful to land on. I mean, it's enough to just go flying off a cliff and then whacking onto a tiny tail. But when the tail is made out of literal knight's armor, ow!
Snooping will not gain her trust. Huh, that's my dad's chief seal.
How have I not heard of this before? Did she appear in the third movie? I'm gonna be honest. I haven't seen the third movie yet. I knew it was going to end and I didn't want it to, so I didn't watch it. Like, is Heather gonna appear as like a secret sister? This is a crazy, deep cut clash onto the lore that I didn't realize it had. Is the dad even alive anymore? Where are we on the timeline? Does the father not even get to meet his own long-lost daughter? Or is this a plot twist that she's evil? I'm hooked. I'm on board now. We've had the nice exploring around, seeing some scenes with all of the characters in some form. Now let's get to the plot and the lore. I want to consume from Hiccup's perspective.
You forget something? Nope.
Oh.
Stay put, Stormflower.
Oh, it's the twist
Keep
villain.
your ears up.
Oh, the violins are going. I thought it in the back of my mind. I didn't want to be a naysayer.
Are you gonna clue me in on what we're doing?
Her eyes are green. Green means evil.
Looking for.
Or is it a twist on the twist? That boy is dead, right? Is he in midair, held only by the wound of the axe in his chest? Yeah, in this moment, that buffalo guy is just gonna be lifted by an axe wound. The kid is dead. Jesus Christ.
Johan, would you mind, please, lowering your axe?
Who is this?
Johan!
Oh, okay, Johan.
All right, someone needs to tell me what's going on.
Me too.
If you need incredibly difficult to obtain information, Trader Johan.
I don't think you understand the concept of a map, my guy. Typically, it's meant to have, I don't know, details on it, you know? This is 80% a blank page.
And if you need a warrior to take care of that dastardly berserker, I'm your girl.
Thank you for emoting for us.
Now what?
Well, he's got the axe wound as well. It's very important. Don't forget about that.
These new ships for his armada with powerful anti-dragon winches and catapults.
Whoa, they've actually upgraded with anti-dragon winches? I can't believe we're actually getting a background lore development of technology advancing over time. Like, they could totally do an Avatar: The Last Airbender. This one's set in medieval time, and they just get more and more technologically advanced. I hate that. Thankfully, we've never done that, but it's so possible. They could actually do that.
Dagger will be back in the wind like a leaf in a stream.
Thanks, Johan. Come on, Astrid.
So she's not evil.
Hiccup! I was just saying I could use you and Toothless's help with.
No time, Gobber. I need to see my dad.
Oh, okay. Dad's alive. We're still on How to Train Dragon 1.
There might be a bit of a wait. Stinky little buggers.
They're putting out all the stops and getting all the past characters from the movies in here, and I love it. It's great to see the TV renderings of everybody. Why is Stoic going grey?
Wee ones of mine are making me crazy.
Is that SpongeBob? He's got yellow mustache and everything. It sounds like Tom Kenny.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, it is.
They're sheep, Sven, and they should be kept outside.
Dad, we really need to talk.
Wait a minute, you want us to go into battle without Hiccup and Toothless?
I wish Hiccup and Toothless were here.
Oh, she's so evil. That backing soundtrack is spoiling everything. You know the mood they want the kids to understand in this show.
Any aerial assault of this magnitude would be foolish without Toothless.
Well, it's not like we need Hiccup and Toothless, but it's nice to know that we have a Night Fury when things get hairy.
Look, Heather, you too? All that stuff about trust and having my back, I guess that was just talk.
Gaslighting. We're teaching kids how to gaslight today. Awkward. Where is Toothless? He's just in the town hall. Like, I know it's an evil twist, but like, why are the good guys just like, oh yeah, Toothless, he's unavailable. We can never find him now. Couldn't possibly be in the village.
Dad, that horn has your chief seal carved into it. Heather told me her father gave it to her. Is Heather my sister?
No, don't fade away now! I was about to learn the lore!
He would never want you to face Dagger alone again.
Well, I know right where Dagger is.
Good. Now, Hiccup will be able to find.
Oh, okay. The map is more detailed now. That's impressive.
It's a good day to strengthen my armada.
So far, this has just been like a classic extension of the universe episode, you know? It's just a little bit of touching all the bases, a basic plot of we gotta go attack a thing and learn more about a character. Yeah, this is a very season 1 best episode stereotype.
And instead of our gold, we'll give them our steel.
I look forward to seeing a little bit more of this villain. I mean, we're not gonna get the ending, I assume, if it's after this episode. They're not very good map searchers.
A full frontal assault.
No. Element of surprise. The element of surprise.
Dragons incoming!
It's hunting season.
It's interesting, actually, because this is before How to Train Your Dragon 2, which I think as well had that element of like the sort of a pirate, you know, and like on the ocean and waterborne battles. So it's interesting to see how they've sort of adapted around that. I don't think How to Train Your Dragon had dragon-proof winches or dragon-proof chains. No, they might have had the chains at least, but it's interesting to see. This came out 2012, especially if it's season 1, right? When did How to Train Your Dragon 2 come out? Yeah, that was 2014, of course, yeah, so that lines up with that. But it's interesting to see nonetheless.
Too high to hit anything!
The shots ain't crazy yet. You can't ask for much of an action sequence in a TV show budget that's only just getting its foot off the ground, but the constant shot of just like a third-person perspective of the boat not moving, and then just shots coming from the boat. I guess it's nice and candid, but it's not quite cinema. The writing's been top-notch, though.
Lower! I can't! I said higher! Higher!
I'm sorry, they snuck an entire 2 dragons on the side of a boat? How the hell did they do that? Like, that is terrible optics if, like, a distraction of 3 dragons managed to hide 2 underneath you. That is crazy luck. What was he doing? Was he pissing on the boat? In the corner? Oh, that was more than pissing. Oh, I see.
What are they doing up there?
I would assume flying, my guy.
Nice surprise face.
Given the old Skyrim classic, just shove it over a guy and they'll never notice you. Must have been the wind. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah,
What is going on?
must be my imagination. I like the idea that these guys are just mentally Skyrim NPCs.
Surprise dagger.
2 axes are better than 1.
Should have seen that coming.
Windshear, finish it.
No, Heather, don't.
Oh my god. I thought they'd already done it. I thought it was a bite down, you know?
Sorry, Astrid. I changed my mind. This ends here.
You'll never know.
Save it for the gods.
Oh my gosh. Save it for the gods. I was not expecting a, like that, they didn't lean on that line much, but that is a hard line for a How to Train Your Dragon quote. Save it for the gods. Do they? Oh my god, could you imagine?
You promised me there would be another time, and this is it. What are you doing?
This is my father's chief seal.
Are you real?
Stoic gave this horn to the chief of the Berserker tribe, Oswald the Agreeable. Oswald the Agreeable is your father.
Who's Oswald the Agreeable? I hope we agreed with him. That's great.
Dagger's father. No.
Oh.
Dagger is your brother. You can't kill him.
Wow. Cinema. They brought me in. I didn't know anybody. I learned all I needed to in the past 19 minutes. They plot twisted the heck out of me, and it all pays off. Are they gonna fix it in 3 minutes? Is this a part 3-er?
Or maybe you're actually my uncle. Who knows in this crazy world?
Is Agreeable related to Stoic? Uncle? I feel like he's laughing at me directly because I have no idea what's going on. I genuinely don't know the relationships of all these Vikings.
Heather, I'm the only family you've got left. Join me, sister.
What does she choose? There's only 2 minutes and we're not gonna know how it ends.
What are you doing? Come back, sis. Heather the Unhinged has a nice ring to it. Pity. Huh? What? I really should have seen that one coming too.
That was not a terrible, like, jump scare gif. So much for dragon-proof. Oh, that wasn't a winch. That was a cannon, wasn't it? Yeah, that's a dragon, non-dragon-proof crossbow. Never mind, not a winch. I'm very invested in the technological advances of a winch that's dragon-proof.
Guess you're leaving. Again.
I just have a lot I need to figure out.
Wow. That is way more than I expected this character to be, you know? When I saw her, the sister fake out that she is,
Thanks, Astrid.
she was either going to be 2D sister or 2D plot twist villain. And she actually came out way more than that. Wow.
I'm sorry you're losing a friend.
I still have you.
Wow. And this is not even like the best out of the 6 seasons. No wonder there were 6 seasons. That was brilliant. That is way more depth out of the characters than I would have ever expected out of the first go of a How to Train Your Dragon episode. The 11th go. The same idea. I think what really brought this episode together is just solid writing. This felt more than just fan fiction. This felt methodically thought out in a way that you don't really expect a knockoff spin-off show to do. The writing was good, the visuals are decent against the held back budget that they had, and though some of the delivery obviously could have been better, it's not that polished of a voice acting direction. It had all sorts of heaps of depth, so many emotional sequences. It's only action at the very beginning and the end, and the rest is just character study. A great little fan service to see out of context, to see practically every character from the first movie in some sort of form. Yeah, that's super solid. No wonder it's a 7.2. I almost think that doesn't fully do it justice. But I guess it would be weird to give a weighted up 10 out of 10 for a show that is still, you know, a show. Not full feature-length movie production. Hell yeah, that was a solid first impression to Dragon's Race to the Edge. But actually, it's not called Race to the Edge. Netflix is wrong. It's actually what? Riders of Berk, of course. Wow. Well, now that we've seen the amazing introduction to Riders of Berk, let's see the lowest rated episode, getting just a 7 out of 10, so not even that low. I know some of the depths we see later on are the likes of 6.9. Wow, crazy. Maybe this show's just solid all the way through. We're gonna go now to Gone Gustav Gone. I guess all of the titles are a little bit weird. This one at least makes a bit more sense. The only context I've got for this is that this episode is vouched as being terrible, and there's no reason for that character to be there. Great. Is it Gustav? I don't know. Let's get into it. Episode 6. So we're going backwards in time. Okay. I can't wait to see the unneeded character. Man, this is weird as well. I'm so used to seeing other reaction creators at least go chronologically. By doing the very best and the very worst, not only are we getting things out of context, we're getting things out of chronological order. I kind of love that. I guess, by the way, at this point, it's presumably halfway through, so come subscribe if you're interested in more, or give me suggestions of other TV series you'd like me to cover, because with this little palatable format, I can do every animated show under the sun without overexposing a million episodes of, I don't know, a Star Wars series you don't want to see, you know? Gone, Gustav, gone. Already the color palette is grayer and less inviting.
Hello, gorgeous.
Oh, Dagger? Was that your name?
Work for me, baby. Work for daddy.
What an opening scene.
Now we have everything of value from the dragon hunting ship. Not everything.
This series loves cutting knives into paper.
Give me a slow burn, bud.
What the heck? That's crazy! I freaking love the technology, apparently, in the background here. Are we just gonna, like, is that a thing from the movies? Or, like, did the show this earlier? That is crazy cool.
Push.
What? Oh.
Dragon.
This thing really does change everything.
This changes everything. What do you say we check out the Night Fury, bud? Try to contain your excitement, would you? Plus Night Fury equals nothing, okay? Oh, Astrid.
Hiccup, we have a problem.
What could possibly be worse than Dagger?
Gustav.
You know, in this series, I'm hoping to do a little bit of an analytical breakdown on what makes a show episode good and what makes one bad. sometimes a single word will kind of wrap it up for me, you know? Yeah, okay.
To what do we owe the pleasure of this visit?
Who are you, by the way? Is like, I guess this is kind of like the my only other reference for especially a DreamWorks TV show is Megamind Rules, the Megamind ripoff sequel. And again, I guess it's an excuse to always plug in a lower aged character for the demographic of the show it's aimed for, and they're always annoying, but even these characters know they're annoying. Oh boy. After such a great showcase of character writing in the past, I can't wait to see how these same writers screw it up with another original character.
Did you hear Gustav is standing right beside you?
You're looking a little different there, Gooster.
I'm growing a beard.
Really?
Jesus Christ. He's got puberty already. His voice has dropped. My voice didn't drop until I was 19, and even then, this is the register it settled to. You wouldn't believe the octave I spoke to when I was 6. I'm telling you, I could practically communicate with dogs.
Ha! Even Ruff has more hair on her chinny chin chin than that.
Ow!
That is genuinely devastating. If someone ripped the 3 hairs off of my chest, I'd probably try to kill them. That is so demoralizing.
Whoa! Some sort of sun sword?
It is the lightsaber of the How to Train Your Dragon universe.
And it isn't something to just be touched.
Oh, that's a nice little character animation.
I'm moving here.
Imagine. It would never.
I know this is not true because he doesn't appear 5 episodes later, or he dies.
Wait, you serious? I'll get the steak and firewood.
No one is burning anyone at the stake. Please tell me there's a simple explanation, Gustav.
Yeah, very simple. You said when I was ready, I could join the Dragon Riders. Where's my hat?
I would do it, but I'm making some just major breakthroughs with the Dragon Eye.
Another classic maybe thing I'm seeing here, and maybe it's good we don't see it, is this kind of writing is just tell, don't show. It's like, oh, why am I looking after him? Oh, because I said this, but the camera faded away, so now I've got to tell you it anyway, using the same amount of time. You know? It's like, okay, what a lovely shot. Considering last time we had these beautiful sequences of flying in the clouds and having an emotional sequence, blue, bright skies, you know, and interesting set pieces. Now we're just staring at Hiccup indoors with some wooden walls, and now we're looking at him outdoors with some brown, wooden, leathery walls behind him, you know? It's just not as visually appealing or narratively.
Well, what am I supposed to do with him in the meantime?
That being said, there's just a general bloom in the art style in the background that I actually really, really like. So, love me some bloom.
He's 16. How much trouble could he possibly be?
That kid is 16? When is he gonna grow? But also, he looks so young. God, but his voice does... Oh, a weirdly designed character is what he is.
Awesome!
Please?
Are we not going to address that? That is crazy. We're not gonna move. All right, it's time for
Oh, Gustav, and I just love that rugged beard you're growing. Oh, Gustav. Gustav, don't creep me out.
Oh, I can handle that.
Ugh.
Ooh, right, yeah, okay. I was laughing at it, and now I'm genuinely a little bit uncomfortable.
She sure is something.
You've taken Fang Hook as well? How dare you?
Hi.
Okay, definitely creeped out.
Yeah, me too. Oh, I loved that scene. Ugh, that was it. Just uncomfortable flirting. Love that. Love that. Yeah, okay. I need a moment to process it. I just want to be paused for a second, if that's okay. It really is a reversal of what Astrid's been doing in these 2 episodes. One gets like that emotional outlets. Again, always romance with her, talking either about the romance with Hiccup and actually exploring her character depth. And the next time, she's a babysitter being mildly harassed. Cool. You know what? Don't even put that in the edit. How to no cool. Unless you include that bit, in which case keep it all. But I'd include that bit as well, but maybe not, because this bit's getting a little bit long. I don't know, man.
What's he smiling about?
I don't like it.
Also, what is his ancestry? Because he literally just looks like an even younger Hiccup, and I despise that.
We don't want your cookies.
You know that big hole under your hut? Filled it in.
Boar? Is it like...
Monster would boar pit.
Why has the chicken got the same texture as Stoic's beard and... What? Alright. Anyway. A boar pit.
You're not centered. You're all over the place.
There is an interesting formula I'm starting to read here of an original character exists that we, I guess, know about from a previous episode, and they go around and interact with all of our main cast. And that's not terrible, depending on the quality of your original character. How are they going to ruin this scene now? Let's see.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Yeah, at least they made the dragons endearing. Oh, I love that whip. Let me see that again. I mean, it's not accurate. I don't think I've ever seen a dragon go. But it's brilliant anyway. I love that guy.
I have had enough of you,
Oh, and that's it. All right. You know what? Probably the best scene in the show. That is... no. Best scene in this episode. I would say that one passes. Why does that kid love whacking into that wall?
What have we here?
God, I just can't unsee Skyrim tone. Like, I know Skyrim's like a 2010, like, this is a 15-year-old video game I keep dragging up. But, dragon. The tomes just look like that legitimately seems to be the logos I'm seeing in the chest. Are they not identical? My memory says they're pretty much on point. Look at that, man. No, okay. Slightly off. It's not quite got like the druid symbol or something, but it's pretty much there. Could even be a reference that an animator chucked in, to be honest.
There must be a simple explanation for you being here. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh man, you know, I actually kind of liked that he was playing around with the prosthetic leg. That seems like a very nice extension to the world. And then he immediately just chucks it into the fire. I hate this kid. I hate him. He also didn't even, like, react. He didn't go, ah, and then do it. It catches fire, cuts to him running at the fire. The cinematography's not tographying this time round either.
Yes.
And now he just ignores the fire.
Is that a treasure map?
It's got more details than the piece of paper 5 episodes later. I'll give him that. Also, he wants to be a dragon rider. Just do it. Like, I guess he wants to join the group specifically, but why? He's already got his independence. Still, at least they got the motifing from the soundtrack. That's nice. Hold on. Volcano at the bottom, puffy buildings up top. What are you seeing? What am I meant to read from this?
That's it, Fanghook.
No, it isn't. Puffy build? No. Maybe if you were, like, coming in at that angle, not this angle.
Grab the treasure, and guess who's gonna get his own hut?
Augusto. Augusto.
I'm not worried. Are you worried?
Ooh, I like that tongue design of the dragon, like the 2 dangly pieces at the end. That's nice. I haven't really paid attention much to the dragons, and I think that's from a movie anyway.
Fanghook, flame up.
Wow, there are so many, like, details that I'm, like, blown away when I see it. Did we establish that from Flamehook?
They have this nasty habit of setting themselves on fire.
Flame up? He just freaking Fantastic Four'd himself. And on the fact that a dragon can go invisible, technically. The Night Fury can be hard to detect. There isn't a stretchy one. And then most of them are all rocky anyway. We've invented the Fantastic Four in the background here. That's amazing. You head to the right, south of the puffy buildings, north of the volcano. You'll get there.
Good thing we brought this along.
I was just gonna whip out the same map again. Be like, oh, good job, I got I got it from the copying machine. We invented that in the background of this show. There you go, you know, it works with Wi-Fi now. Haha.
I think we go this way.
Okay. Fanghook looks weird.
Pick up! I can explain.
Of all the irresponsible,
Idiotic, imbecilic, inane. I've heard a lot of words for stupid.
And I was Googling synonyms earlier today with the internet. In the Wi-Fi?
If I came back here with the treasure, you guys would accept me.
That entire island is honeycombed with the most unstable caverns we've ever encountered.
I'm learning so much out of context. I love this. I don't even need to see the show in chronological order. I could just go by IMDb rating and I get it all. They visited that island. Now I know.
Fanghook could have been killed.
I just wanted to prove myself.
I almost feel like there is good writing here. Hiccup is still written well. Hiccup is acting in a really well-written, responsible way, and it feels so much on deaf ears because Gustav is built to be so annoying. But like, this is, again, sitting down for an emotional scene, a sort of heart-to-heart. As much as it's a scolding, you know, it's still a 7. It's higher. It's not a dreadful 3. That's so interesting. It's like it really is just one bad element in a show that's otherwise built pretty well. The foundational elements are still there.
You have proven that you are not responsible enough, and you're not trustworthy enough to be one of us.
Also, you're the plot twist villain, and also you're my brother.
Not true.
I assume. Oh, I'm not going to find any context out of this after this.
Talk about it in the morning. For what? So they can tell me I'm not good enough?
But you're not, because you proved that's the case.
Well, I am good enough.
But you're not, because you proved that you're not.
We're good enough.
But you're...
We're leaving.
Oh, Gustav.
They're gonna be so sorry when they wake up in the morning and see that we're gone. Whoa, Fanghook, die!
Oh no, it's the tiny baggy netting again. The tiny net bagging. What did I say last time? The tiny netting bag. Ah yes, the dragon will easily fit inside this tiny little netting bag. It works.
We captured a dragon rider.
Which one is it? Or I suppose the girl would work too. Which girl? There's more than one? Who are you?
Gustav Larson. And that's all you're getting out of me.
Feed him to the eels.
But I know Hiccup, and I have information!
What kind of information?
I can get you the dragon eye.
You son of a gun, Gustav. No wonder I presume everyone on this show hates you, including the audience.
And seize the dragon eye by lethal force. Then the dragon eye will be mine.
Or Hiccup could crush you, just like every other time you faced off against him.
You, have a better idea, Gustav?
Mm-hmm.
And just like that, he turns villainous, I guess out of spite that he got scolded for doing something wrong. Children!
Nothing else is on fire around here, so we must be gone.
We could ask Fanghook.
How do you suppose we do that?
Turn around.
Hello. The dragon eye for Gustav.
I don't like this, Hiccup.
Well, we have no choice.
You sure we have no choice?
Gustav wrote his own ransom. Ugh.
None, zip, zilch.
My synonyms. I learned my synonyms on the Wi-Fi. That's not his
De
accent.
Portugal.
Tough, that's really not helping.
I used Google Translate on the Wi-Fi.
If I wasn't so busy tinkering with this thing,
Oh, that's an interesting, like, cinematic thing that I'm not used to seeing, I think. Like, just a zoom.
If I wasn't so busy tinkering with this thing, I don't know, maybe I could have kept him busy.
You don't see that very often, and I wonder, like, it's a nice little bit of cinema. Just a little bit, you know?
Nobody can keep Gustav busy.
The production's still decent in the background.
Dagger was very clear. I have to come alone.
Was he? Show don't tell. I think he just said swap.
The dragon eye for Gustav. I have to come alone.
I mean, maybe it is also in the letter, but that's not what I heard earlier.
I'll be careful.
Oh, that was nice. Again, a little motif just when he flies off. Da-da-da-da-da. That's nice. Can't wait for the rest of this episode to be draped in grays. How many times do you have to go to this boat and fight these people before you just, I don't know, burn the boat and the people alive?
I was worried about you, boy.
Dragon and dragon rider love.
That's close enough, Dagger.
No hiccupy barbs, quips, snappy comebacks? We've developed such a nice shorthand, you and I. Roll it over, and I'll let him go.
Yeah, about that, Hiccup.
You son of a gun.
Gustav?
You could have given me a chance.
But you proved yourself wrong.
All you ever did was tell me I wasn't good enough.
Because you proved that you weren't good enough.
Tell me I didn't belong.
I don't think they did say that. That's in your own head.
You have no idea what you're getting into.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
Awkward. bored?
We don't see Gustav in episode 11. Does Hiccup kill this child? Yay! I love not having the context.
He made me promise to let you go, and in return, he's gonna take me to a treasure.
Untold treasure awaits.
So, is the kid just like stubborn and doesn't recognize that the island is empty and there is no treasure and that they've already been?
I'm actually gonna feel bad when I kill this kid.
Ah, and that's the last we see of Gustav. Okay, fair enough. 4 minutes and 49 seconds to go. We could just end it there if we wanted to. We won't, don't worry. Cut a bit more, but...
Why are we stopping?
I was just kind of impressed that you trusted your men enough to show them exactly where the treasure is hidden.
Stay here!
Why?
Now that I've noticed it, there are a lot of zooms in this episode. We got one earlier with the twist reveal of, you know, I'd rather stay here or whatever, but now every character's getting a zoom in, it seems.
I don't know. Maybe because I said so! Oh, good idea, sir.
I like his one line per episode that goes a little shrilly. I like that. He reminds me the most of like Jack Spicer from Shaolin Showdown. Is that a bit of a deep dive dig? I think so, but it's in my brain. I don't watch a lot of cartoons and TV series, especially like modern day ones. It's not part of my routine. Never saw Adventure Time, for example, and that's even then like 15 years old. My only other references are gonna be the old school stuff. Hopefully this series fixes that, you know?
Fanghook, slow burn.
You outdid yourself, Hiccup. I love this thing.
Did Hiccup invent this thing? I mean, he is an inventor. You know what? Fair enough. But then he was confused with how it controlled later on. Like, I don't know. Technology, man. Just show me the photocopier and give me Google Translate, please. I'll be set. Hey, that didn't happen when Astrid walked into the purple light. But you're fine.
Bright light, bright light, bright light.
I like that this is coming round. And then this is established? Yeah, okay.
Gotcha.
No, we've got you. Oh, what's the matter, Dagger? I thought we had a shorthand. I thought you loved that stuff.
This is knotting together quite nicely. This is wrapping up.
I'm not asking.
I blew myself up just to own you. See? Where did I go?
Whoops.
This is crazy. Why would you do this? The last thing I would expect a character to do in this situation.
Let's get out of here.
I guess he didn't invent it, because otherwise he'd build another one.
Toothless.
Also, I mean, I know it's the main... I think it's still the same voice actor. Even if it's not, he has to scream in lowercase. Oh well, that's just execution in general for this show.
I may have to come up with something in case that happens to us again.
I may have to come up with something in case that happens to us again. Is that like a... What's that referencing? Did it happen in a movie?
Hiccup, I'm really sorry.
I'm sorry too, Gustav.
I'm sorry that I went out of my way, got told off, ran away again, got captured, and then sided with the bad guys and made you give away the MacGuffin of the show. I'm sorry I scolded you and didn't make you feel like you belonged because you were really annoying.
You're still irresponsible, immature, and reckless.
I agree.
But the way you handled yourself with Dagger, maybe you do have what it takes to be a dragon rider. Someday.
Alright. He's not quite gone, Gustav gone yet.
I will take someday.
And I guess that's progression too, considering he said, I want to be a dragon rider. I'm ready, so I'm here. So now he's not, and he accepts that. Fair enough.
What the floor is this?
It's gonna be more Skyrim tomes.
Gustav,
Stop right there, sweet.
Stop. No. Cease, please. God, I hate this frame. Give him the old... Please, just stab him across the chest and lift him by the axe. I beg of you. He might actually feel it. His body is so fragile and small.
You know, it's easy to hit a bullseye when the blade is like 50% the size of the target.
what's that?
Oh, just something I found at the bottom of that cave. There was treasure in those caves after all.
cinematography. There's literally lenses in this universe now? Is that what it is? That's why they're zooming in. The cameraman got the zoom in lens behind the scenes. Oh, it all makes sense. Run up the old Google Translate. Let's photo print some of these logics in the world, please.
We just weren't looking in the right place.
We never would have found that without Gustav.
All right, awesome. So let's just tell Gustav.
No. That was weird, but sure. Alright, you know what? That really wrapped up nicely by the end of it. Like, there were so many good establishing pieces that then all wrapped together by the end. That was decent writing in the foundational elements. All the parts of what we saw worked in the best episode showed some of its head in the worst. The problem is your core central main character of this episode was just not the quality of Heather, and everyone was struggling around them. But at the end of the day, that's the difference between a 7.9 and a 7.0. This is still a solid looking show, and that's only season 1. There's a reason this thing went on all the way to 2018 and reached 6 different seasons. So you know what? I would be absolutely interested in doing another one of these, the best and worst of DreamWorks Dragons Season 2, but maybe we'll experiment with some other TV series along the way. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing more. Wow, that is all the more good How to Train Your Dragon content. There's me saying I didn't watch the 3rd movie because I didn't want it to end. I've apparently got hours and hours I could consume if I really, really want to. It's unfortunate that it sounds like specifically the 3rd movie really overwrites some of the good context to the characters later on, but if the worst this show has to offer is just a mid-episode, that's a pretty damn good show. And a massive breath of fresh air from the other spin-off DreamWorks TV series over on Peacock. You know the one, the old Megamind rules. For now, though, I'm going to end off this first episode here. Technically, it's a subcategory of the Unwatched series, which I reckon we're also going to bring back to cover some movies and stuff. But let me know your suggestions on other TV series you'd like us to consume. If you'd just like to see more of this, then of course do let me know, and we'll see how things go from there. For now, my name's been Daz. Thank you very much for reaching the end of this video. Tell me all your thoughts and more, and I shall see you all in a little bit. Bye-bye!